Alright, your Bureau Standards effective date was not written in section number 4, version 1, procedure number 4, number 6. Liquid petroleum gas metering calibration. The document details the procedure used to perform metering calibration testing liquid petroleum gas liquid measuring devices by Bureau Inspector and policy associated with the procedure testing liquid petroleum gas liquid measuring device filed with the guidance of the NIST EPO 26. All data observation recorded with the inspection worksheet during the procedure 1.0 weekly schedule. Worksheets must include docs upon completion of the inspection. Your pre-inspection inspector must verify that the test vessels approvers have been calibrated with the state meteorology lab within twice 12 months. Visually inspect with it every day for any of the damage which could affect their accuracy or safety. Check database inspection. Do the risk factor docs. Print out inspection report with the required with the meter worksheet. Check with the make of the knot. Know the status of the state of the license. Status of the license for the permit from the truck meters inspection. Contact owner a week before setup of the day with the time in order to give it the time of the coordinate availability of the truck for the driver. Usually return retail liquid petroleum gas dispenser owners do not require notification pending or inspection. Arrival at the facility, check for the person responsible for the device, inform person of the other recent of the you there of the process of inspection liquid petroleum gas license, weight and measure permits of the facility, W&M permits required of the display following procedure 312, W&M permits, reinforcement permit, missing expired W&M permits. If required, the liquid petroleum gas safety inspection safety issue for the pressure of the required the unit is placed in stop use order condition. Meter calibration tests will not be conducted with canceled schedule inspection weekly schedule and docks. If no safety issues are present in the procedure, meter calibration testing. Check accessibility meter to verify the vapor return valve on the retail dispenser storage tank is accessible. Check availability of electrical power to run off the power improver drum pump. No, do not reroute the extension cord through or near gas station and dispensers. Islands. Check level of the product in the tank. If there are 3 available, the procedure proof of the setup of the cord meter ID plate information beginning with totalizer reading of the worksheet mirror flashlight being needed for the ID plate. 2. Prover setup. Set up the prover to trailer near unit to be tested the position trailer unit with the option view with the meter with the register. Use of hose. Take consideration any of the vehicle the traffic set with the cones. Barricades and other vehicle to do the block with the consumer traffic to provide safe area with the testing that route with the extension cord through the near of the gas. Station Spencer Island truck meters can be tested with the center and location owner facility. Ask the owner to be his location set approver. Testing trucks to drive with liquid petroleum gas trucks will be required to operate with the inspector. 1. Prover to desired position and level of adjust the jacks to actuate to acquire a level that with addition both level the gauge or provide prover being used. Check levels again after filling prover. Run prover pump with electrical cord nearest 120 volt electrical susceptible. Use the extension cord that may be required with the proof of the pump electrical pump. Do not route extension cord through or near gas station dispenser island. Place safety cone on connection that could run over the vehicles or avoid traffic if possible. Connect the vapor liquid return hose with the appropriate fitting on the tank and vapor adapter required with the dispenser over the truck of the barrel will require the adapter for the liquid return. Open the valve of the check valve, the liquid valve with the prover closed. Determine appropriate prover or meter testing. Ensure the tank pump supply valve is open with the contact meter outlet delivery hose of the appropriate prover inlet valve when leaving the prover inlet valve closed. Open the meter delivery hose of the end valve with check with the leaks proper. Determine liquid petroleum gas meter temperature compensated with non-compensated. All truck meters will be temperature compensated. Check with the box of the worksheet with the NISTH B130 method of the sale regulation of the 221. All liquid petroleum gas meters will be regraded with the 20 gallons per minute with the required to have the temperature compensator state. Meter of liquid petroleum gas meter will be as found in the condition. Do not deactivate temperature compensate until testing is repeatable. Alright, 3. Stationary retail liquid petroleum gas meter testing. Remove the cap of the meter thermal well with the fill with antifreeze. Turn on and insert with the thermo and the meter thermal well. Alright, set the prover liquid with the bottom of the sight glasses here. This may be done with the filing with the pumping drive down, pumping drover as needed. Reset the meter register display 0 with the note the temperature. Compensate with the meter with the found condition. Do not deactivate with the compensator with the reflecting test. Compare with the uncompensated vacuum volume indicator recorded actual delivery via volume. Conduct approver, wet down, start the dispenser pump with open the private inlet valve with the open the proper vapor valve with the vent down with not required for each of the retail meter as long as there are tests consecutively not more than 1/2 hour elapsed between the retail meter testing. When filling, proven to determine the record meter flow rate with the meter worksheet. Observe the record thermometer temperature, 8 gallons again with the 16 gallons appropriate with the box with the meter worksheet. Move the thermometer with the meter with the prover over the recording the 16 gallon amount with the prover inlet valve with a stop flow of 25 gallons on the meter near the 25 gallons on the prover. Stop with the flow of the whole gallon with the whole 10 of the gallon on the near with the mirroring 25 gallon marker over the prover. Pay close attention to the product level and the meter amount while filling with the preventing overfilling underfill condition. Close with the prover vapor valve to turn off the dispenser pump. Open the meter on the meter worksheet. Record the amount of the meter registers display. Immediately record the prover temperature, prover pressure, and the amount of the upper prover sight glass on the worksheet. Calculate the amount of the air using instruction on the worksheet with appropriate prover temperature with the pressure correction factors. Note: result of the wet down will not record with the inspection report except for the gallons used. Or in the prover pump valve and the prover vapor valve of the tube of the prover pump and the back of the product tank. Try and stop the flow of zero before bottom of the prover sight glass. Stop the pump at shut the prover valves after the pump back. Return the thermometer back to the thermo well after 30 seconds drain time. Ensure the prover is at zero. Start prior to the next test run. Conduct meter test normal maximum obtainable flow rate with this step 3236. Any result of the test out of the tolerance of the meter, then repeat normal test. If the results are within tolerance, the conduct special test is slow flow. Conduct slow flow testing, closing down the prover inlet valve to obtain the flow near the same amount with the rated minimum flow rate of the meter ID. Play with the result of the test of any tolerance that would meet the special test. Check printed tickets if required. Record any abnormalities of the meter workshop. Note at the end of the totalizer reducing worksheet, end of the meter testing. Upon completion of the meter testing, restore all the hose and electrical cords. Remove the thermo with the thermo well with the raised the trailer jacks and secure the trailer with the travel with the sail meter with the seals. After the new inspection, stick with the meter body with the cabinet. If the device is needed, the tag outside with the attach the outside of the tag meter with the cabinet. Hose over the end valve to prevent the use of the device. Record register the totalize the reading of the worksheet. Are your wholesale bulk liquid petroleum gas meter testing after setting over the proof of the section 2 with the turn on with the inserting along thermometer and thermo well with a 100-gallon proof to keep the thermometer and prover thermo will during duration of the test. Have the driver operate with the truck and the pump, and the meter will testing with the do many with the different operating characters of each unit. The direct driver the when starting at the top of the pump meter during the test. Set the prover liquid in the bottom side with the glass to zero. This may be done filling the pumping down with the prover is needed. Note the test temperature compensator with the meter is on any found condition. Do not deactivate the temperature compensators until the repeating of the test. Compare with the uncompensated volume indicated the recorder actual delivered volume. Conduct prover went down. The driver reset the meter to zero for the delivery and the tank of the printing of the start of the truck pump. Inspector's own prover inlet valve with the own prover of the vapor valve to determine the record meter flow with the flow rate with the meter worksheet using prover inlet valve to fill the prover to the nearest 100 gallons. Proper prover up sliding glass stop flow with the whole gallon, whole 10 of the gallon on the meter will nearing 100 gallon mark on the prover. Due to the temperature compensation, stop the meter at 100 gallons. Not the practical except with near 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Shut prover vapor valve. Have the driver stop pumping operation and retrieve the printed delivery ticket of the review. Record the meter on the amount of the worksheet. Record the prover temperature, prover pressure, and the amount of the upper prover sight glass on the worksheet. Calculate the amount of air using the instruction worksheet. Appropriate prover temperature, pressure correction factors. Note: result of the wet down not recorded with the inspection report except for the gallons used. A wet down is not required for each of the truck as long as they are tested consecutively. Not more than a half hour has elapsed between the truck metering tests. On prover pump inlet valve, proper vapor valve, the proper prover pump and the pump backup product tank. Try and stop the flow at zero at the bottom of the prover sight glass pump. The shutter prover valves lift to the bottom of the pump tank. 30 seconds drain. Ensure the prover is at zero prior to the next test run. Conduct meter normal slash maximum obtaining flow with using 4.2 through 4.5. Result of test over the out of tolerance. Repeat normal test. Result within the tolerance. Conduct with a special test flow, slow flow. Conduct special slow flow test body closing down the power inlet valve to obtain the flow near the same amount of the rated minimum flow rate of the meter ID plate. The result of the special slow flow tests are out of the tolerance. Repeat special slow flow. Check printed tickets accuracy compliance. Record abnormalities meter with worksheet. Seals meter state seals. After inspection sticker of the meter body. Know the end of the totalizer reading on the worksheet with the end of each of the meter testing. If the device is required with the tag out service, then they attach the out service tag meter to the meter cabinet. Hose the valve to permit use of the device. Use completion of all the meter testing. Restow all hoses, electric cords. Remove the thermometer from the thermo well. Raise the trailer jacks and secure the trailer for the travel. Alright, 5. Documentation. Upon completion, meter testing and entering findings of the facility database. Use inspection summary screen. Discuss the inspection result of the forms of facility. Owner's manager, representative of the scan, uphold worksheet. Any facility representative sign documents into the facility of the database. Alright, that is your Bureau of Standard Federal Department of Agricultural Consumer Services liquid petroleum gas meter calibration tests.